Yeah, hold on, I'm getting there. Audio properties.
May everyone please rise for the national anthem. Good evening, parents, teachers, administrators, and friends. Wow, our 4 years of high school have passed. Can you believe it? It seems like yesterday that my friends and I were crying at 8th grade graduation because a few of our classmates would not be attending PV, and the familiar road which we all traveled together for so long had come to an end. And today I stand in front of all 288 of you, my fellow classmates, who will be all parting ways to begin new and exciting adventures. I will try not to cry this time around, but it surely is bittersweet, just like the time we spent together here at PV. The endless homework, the initial awkwardness that comes along with making new friends and trying new things, and the typical high school drama have helped us grow, but are also some of the things we surely will not miss. Not to mention the boring books we were assigned in English, which, let's be honest, most of us didn't read. And don't even get me started on the college search process that consumed us for many months. But then there are the parts that we will miss, like the lifelong friendships we developed, the bonds we've created with our teachers, the promise of a bright future, and of course the memories we will always hold special. Like, will you ever forget Leilani making her Valley Cup appearances as Nicki Minaj? Or the video of Bashar falling off a desk freshman year while trying to hit a slick dance move? Or basketball tournament fundraisers, which always attracted an energized crowd. And let's face it, maybe doing junior year from the comfort of our beds while in our pajamas wasn't the worst thing in the world. Being able to serve the class of 2022 has truly been an honor and a highlight of my time at PV. After all, Who wouldn't want to be bombarded with questions about things that were clearly stated in multiple well-summarized emails? And really, it's fine that Omar asked me what our class color was 3 weeks ago when it's been yellow for the past 4 years. On a more serious note, we should all be proud that we have supported West Bergen mental health care as our class cause during a time when mental health has become front and center of our lives for so many reasons. Let's never forget how important it is to support each other, on this long journey and always remain stigma-free. I want to thank you all for making your own impressions on me. Our high school experience will have a lasting impact on each and every one of us. I can't wait to watch all of you pursue your dream careers, and I'm so excited to see the people you all become. Our blood will forever run green and white. Class of 2022, congratulations, we did it.
Good evening, parents, guardians, family, staff, community members, and the class of 2022. Tonight, we're here to celebrate a significant achievement in your young lives and take a moment to note your hard work, your challenges, your successes, and the determination it took to arrive here. This graduation is a special moment for you and everyone here this evening. The diploma you are about to receive symbolizes the ending of one chapter with many other chapters yet to be written. I am sure you are excited and perhaps a bit scared too. That is natural because your future is still unknown. When you think about being scared about your next chapter, I want to remind you that while the last 2 years may have been challenging due to the pandemic, you have met these challenges with your own bravery. These challenges have also honed your skills to be independent, built your grit, enhanced your determination, and solidified your ability to empathize with those around you. This foundation will aid you in your future success. You will need these personal qualities that you have developed and enhanced in high school throughout your lives as you write your next chapters. These qualities will aid your success whether you chose to move on to college, some vocational training, military, or the workplace. You are about to receive a diploma from one of the best public school systems in New Jersey. I offer my personal best wishes that the graduates of the class of 2022 and to your families. I wish you much deserved future success as you work towards your independence. I also want to thank the entire Pascack Valley regional community for supporting our students, our staff, and our schools. As superintendent, I hereby certify to the community that the students before you have met the rigorous Pascack Valley Regional High School District and the state of New Jersey requirements for graduation. Congratulations, class of 2022.
On this memorable evening, Dr. Fishbein, members of the Board of Education, faculty, friends, and family, it is with profound Valley pride that I stand before you to address this outstanding class of 2022 for the last time. As a parent, you may not remember that about 18 years ago, the Summer Olympics were held in Athens, Greece. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix was the bestseller, or Shrek 2 was the most popular movie. The Motorola Razr 3 was the best-selling flip phone. And that a gallon of gas cost $2.10. But most certainly, you do remember the joy you felt when your most precious gift was brought into the world during this time. It's amazing how quickly time has passed and how much they have accomplished. And I am proud of these young men and women who are seated before us. Thank you for allowing us to experience your child's high school experience with them. Will the class of 2022 please stand, face the audience, and thank your families for all the encouragement and support they have given you over the years. Thank you. So I know you've been experiencing several complicated emotions up until tonight. Although you're excited about the next chapter in your life, you're leaving a place of comfort. It's important to remember that you're not alone, and many of your peers are experiencing the same feelings. Things may not always be perfect, and things may not always occur as you preferred. That said, I'm confident that your experiences in high school will make you successful in your journey to find happiness in what you choose to do. For many reasons, your class will have a special part in my heart and remembered fondly as my first graduating class as the proud principal of Pascack Valley High School. You have been a pleasure to be around, and I'm fortunate to have the opportunity to be around you guys. There have been so many special moments with you during the past 4 years, and I will generally miss greeting you guys, half-awakened faces in the mornings on the side door. Correct. Our discussions about the best places to eat, supporting each of you at various PV events, and just saying hello in the hallways. I've been blessed to be surrounded by remarkable students that have learned from, or I have learned from throughout the years. You have inspired me to be a better educator and a better parent. Please know that we will always be here for you, and you will always be part of the Pascack Valley family. Be well, be safe, be positive,
and always have Valley pride. Thank you. What's up, Valley? At most schools, the honor to speak at graduation is usually given to the students with the highest GPA in the graduating class. Unfortunately, I think our administrators got a little lazy this year and decided, let's just make the gingers do it. For all the family members and friends of the class of 2022, my name is Pascack. Now, if you are a student and you still don't know my name, well, then I'm so grateful to have had such a pivotal role in your 4 years here at Valley. While planning what I was going to say today, I found myself very nervous and anxious. I asked myself, how am I supposed to offer you a message with any sort of meaning and value? After watching hours of graduation and commencement speeches, I found myself lost. All these speakers seem to have the entire world figured out. They speak of a code of rules to live their life by in order to be successful. They speak of social work and the problems facing society that they have dedicated themselves to. They speak of unfathomable experiences that have made them understand their place in the world. And yes, I even listened to Taylor Swift's commencement speech this year. I decided to reach out to one of my closest friends, Dara Viganola, for comfort. She told me, and I quote, "Drew, it just wouldn't be your speech if it didn't sound awful." And that made me just feel so much better about this entire situation. It was at this point that I realized it simply wouldn't be truthful to myself or my experience at Valley to try and tell you how to find success and happiness in the rest of your life. In fact, my friends constantly tell me that my intelligence is diminished when I walk out the schoolhouse gate. They actually tell me that a little too frequently, if you ask me. I can't give you a list of rules to live your life by or a moral code to make the world a better place. The fact of the matter is, I really have no clue how to make it into the real world. I have no idea what I'm doing here. But I do have to leave you with something. What I can tell you is what I would tell myself if I had to do high school all over again, and hope it holds some of its value as we make another transition in our lives. The first thing I can tell you is that the most important lessons I learned in high school were outside of the classroom. Unfortunately for my teachers, hours upon hours of hard work and support, all the mathematical formulas, grammar rules, causes of World War II, and pretty much the entirety of physics has long since washed out of my mind. I can't tell you a single grade on a test that I spent hours of my life studying for, but what I can tell you, in extreme detail, is every time I skipped studying to go out with my friends, every time I skipped a homework assignment to go out with the wrestling team after a match, every time I stayed out way past my parents' wishes, and every late night kickball game on a school night. I would tell freshman year Drew that you can't learn or grow as a person by spending hour upon hour huddled over a desk hoping for an A. Go out, break a few rules, make memories so unforgettable that the lessons you learn from them will not just stay with you, but will shape the person you become. The next thing I would tell myself, and thus you, is to keep an open mind to life's changes. My mom has been a teacher here for as long as I've been alive, meaning my childhood was spent wandering the halls, dreaming and fantasizing about being a Pascack Valley Indian. What I never would have expected is I spent a great deal of my time here on committees designed to replace our old mascot with a new one. My nostalgic view of our mascot was never enough to save it, but what it did do was convince me to not give up on the school I loved since I was a child. The world seems to change whether you like it or not. I realize you can be full of spite and self-pity, or get up and do your best to lead the change in the right direction. I also spent a large deal of my childhood as the T-boy for Pascack Valley football. At that time, the high schoolers seemed like mythical giants to me. All I ever wanted to do was play football for PVs. And then I got to high school. My world had changed, and I never put on the uniform. But I realized all the changes in your life don't have to be bad. In fact, most of it is good if you only keep an open mind. I remember on the first day of freshman year, I walked into my English class and sat next to a boy from Riverdale. I took one look at him and decided, I'm not going to be friends with this nerd. Well, I'd love to see the look on freshman Drew's face, so I could tell him, and that is now one of my best friends, Alex Schlesinger. In fact, I did not know 3/4 of my friend group today before freshman year. At this point in my life, I couldn't be any more thankful to the family I've made here at Valley. Keep an open mind, and the world will take you wondrous places. The last thing I would tell my scrawny, awkward, 120-pound freshman year self is to not be afraid of making mistakes. You could be staring at the same problem on a math test for the majority of the time you've been given, unable to put down an answer, paralyzed in fear of getting it wrong. You could be in a wrestling match, unable to take a shot, paralyzed in fear of losing the match. You could be meeting a new friend or someone you admire, unable to stick out your hand in fear of embarrassment. Muster up the courage, live without hesitation, and be the person you want to be. I've learned failing from your own efforts is always more valuable than failing to act. And please, freshman year Drew, if you learn anything, stop weighing the options, stop asking yourself the what ifs, stop hesitating, and yes, just kiss the girl. I hope my advice to myself can apply to some of you too, as we make this transition in our lives. Thank you for spending the best 4 years of my life with me, and I wish you all the best for the rest of your lives. Pascack Valley, couldn't be prouder.
honor to stand up here in front of parents, friends, family, teachers, administrators, and of course, Pascack Valley's graduating class of 2022. The hardest part about today is realizing, while most days it seems to, high school does not last for eternity. It does end. For the 288 of us, it ends right now. However, today is not about saying goodbye to your best friends. It is about letting go of the friendly faces you pass in the hallway. As we move on, it is important to realize the impact these characters have on our lives. Here at Pascack Valley, we have all strived to find our places. And fortunately, the community here is enough to call a family. Over the past 4 years, we have all stayed united through the hardships. While different, each one of our high school journeys has shaped us into who we are today. And for that, Pascack Valley, we are eternally grateful. I could say my PV adventure started the first day of freshman year. But in reality, I didn't intend on going to this high school. In 8th grade, I applied to the Bergen County Academies. After passing the placement exams and receiving an interview, I was made aware there were no spots for me there. At the time, that news was the absolute worst thing I could have heard. Now I know that rejection is a blessing. It was the greatest gift to be a Pascack Valley student, and I know my fellow graduates in the crowd feel the same. We have obtained an unmatched education right here, only a 10-minute drive from my house, or 6 minutes when I'm late for school. To cheer me up, my mom found out the current valedictorian of PV that year also got denied from VCA. To make light of the situation, I joked around with tears in my eyes and said, "You know what, Mom and Dad? I'm going to be valedictorian in my class." And well, look where that got me. Something life has taught me is we don't always get our way. While that is unfortunate and often difficult to bear, we must take our motivation and let it motivate us. Our rejection and let it motivate us. Our success stems from our mindset, and when that mindset is positive, we can leave a mark on this world with no regrets. When we wallow in the negativity, we become stagnant. It is our responsibility to learn how to find a new direction and embrace all the possibilities the world has to offer. PV has led us to the threshold of a new horizon, but luckily there is so much more to explore. I would like to take this opportunity to highlight those who have had a huge impact on not only me, but on Pascack Valley as a whole. For many years, Pascack Valley was gifted with this figure in our administration. Finally, we are beyond lucky to call Mr. Puccio our principal. He is passionate, proactive, enthusiastic, and kind, just to name a few. More than that, he is deeply respected by the community. He goes out of his way to connect to each one of the students here, and that's a lot of people. With much gratitude, we would like to thank our remarkable vice principals, guidance counselors, and advisors that are devoted to helping us reach our potential as students and as a school. This same regard goes to our faculty members as well. We are fortunate to have many inspiring teachers that are humanistic and relatable. As a result, the education we received allowed us to discover individual paths that instilled in us the same passion we recognized in them. Some are even alumni themselves, which is a testament to how much of an effect this school has on its student body. Additionally, I would like to personally thank my parents and family for being there for me in both high and low points in my life. Without you, I wouldn't be half the person I have become. It is also important to recognize all the parents who have contributed, supported, and reminded their children to stay on task so we could reach this milestone with pride. Lastly, the high school experience we had at PV wouldn't be possible without the students. Previous classes exemplified what it means to be leaders, and this year, we worked hard to be an example for the following classes. Now that we are no longer the leaders here, we hope the roots of PV stay intact, and future classes keep these unique traditions as they have shaped what was or could have been a simple high school into an amazing place with importance and meaning. Here I've met truly inspiring and outstanding friends, and I will keep these memories with me for the rest of my life. So, class of 2022, in a few short minutes from now, the tassels that hang from the right side of our faces will be flipped to the left, and the life we once knew will be in the past. As we embark on our next adventure, stay resilient. Our graduation should serve as a launching point to wherever we land, whether it be college, a career, trade school, serving our country, or another path, will bring us lasting success and happiness. Remember one thing, as Sarah said, our blood will always run green and white. Thank you.
Good evening. Tonight, I have the honor of introducing someone that has inspired many with his leadership, perseverance, and genuine personality. He has created an incredible safe space in his classroom and soccer program, where it is clear that the improvement and growth of the individual is his #1 priority. Mr. Francesco's style of leadership is one that is special, leading by interpersonal relationships with each individual and creating unity that not only motivated our team, but it was clear that this unity spread to the student body that supported our soccer team all year long. When it was necessary to have him step away for his own personal fight in the final stretch of our season for the biggest games of the year, there was undoubtedly a void. During these times, it was essential that our soccer team know that they were fighting for something bigger than themselves. During the most important game of the year, on that loud night in Roxbury, the starting 11 huddled up for the overtime period and said, "This is for Co. This is for the one that got us here." The impact he had on our team served as a model to follow in teaching my kids to show them what truly making an impact looks like. It is my honor to introduce to you the Cinderella man himself, Mr. Luciano Cofrancesco.
Thank you, Luke. I told myself I wouldn't cry tonight, too. So. Good evening to the PD community. Thank you to the class of 2022, parents, administrators, and fellow faculty for the honor of speaking to you tonight. I have to be honest, when Sarah Gray chatted me a few weeks ago with a question, I wasn't exactly sure what it was about. When we met outside the history office, she said, "Co, you've been selected out of all the teachers." And I responded with, "Cool. For what?" "Graduation speaker," she replied. While I responded with another cool, in my mind, I was wishing they were going to ask to slime me for a fundraiser or chaperone prom. But thank you to the class. It is my pleasure to be here. As Luke Stefan mentioned in his introduction, I'm Mr. Cofrancesco, but most of my students in the history classes call me Co. I've attended graduation ceremonies at PV since I started here 12 years ago, but never really thought I'd be called to the stage. What would I say to a graduating class? What words of wisdom would I give? How could I help you? It's been said, education is not teacher-centered or student-centered, but rather it is relationship-centered. For me, teaching has always been about the relationships. I've had the pleasure to interact with these seniors in the classroom as students and on the soccer field, track, and bowling alley as athletes. But what stood out to me the most about this class are the little things. When I first met Dylan Hutchinson in financial literacy, I would say, "Hey Dylan, I need you to work on this assignment." "I got you, Co," he would respond. And then when I went to PV basketball games, he would pick me up the stands to wave to me. After school, when I was walking through the halls, and Cindy Herman stopped me to say, "Hey, Co," I didn't recognize her without a mask, so I responded with a hesitant, "Hey." The next day, when I arrived at class, she met me at the door to tell me that was me in the hallway. "Oh, Sydney, I'm so sorry I didn't recognize you." But ever since, she's always been there with a smile on her face, asking how I'm doing. When I coached indoor track, I got to know Brendan Newen as an athlete, and then seeing the lighter side of him with his "For a Lollipop" segment on PVTV, seeing him walk in the class, exchanging hellos. Going back 2 years, talking to my first period class, and Lucas Titla would draw me a version of Garfield the cat eating lasagna. I still do not know why, but I did learn that he had a love for food, and he would always ask me to cook for him. Your journey through high school has been anything but traditional. You needed to navigate your freshman year, learning the ropes of how things worked at PV. To sophomore year, when COVID hit in the spring, I remember telling you that it would just be a couple weeks. Man, was I wrong. To junior year with a mask and half days in cohort A and cohort B, to no more masks, to no more cohorts. I'm still impressed how you were able to manage and make your way through the year. But this is where I was able to learn of Elizabeth Kennedy's loved history. Not to turn your back on the teacher, not to turn your back on Connor Flynn, because he will prank the teacher. Where Kara Moss and Julian Omar asked about the teacher cadet program because of their interest in the teaching profession. About Matt Austin's unbelievable photography abilities. How Izzy Porcelati took control of the classroom when some days it would only be the three of us. I found out about Faith Maschion's caring personality. Where Anna Sachs would check in on me before class to see how my weeks were going, and that I could talk to Ruth Flynn for hours because she genuinely cared about others. Even with all the confusion, you were still able to leave your mark here during the 4 years. From charity events like Relay for Life or the Zach Letary Fund, managing to still put on the school musical and play Your Good Man Charlie Brown and Night Night Roger Roger. From winning countless games and recognition in football, girls soccer, basketball, volleyball, softball, track and field, lacrosse, wrestling, to national champions in dance, sectional championships in baseball and bowling, and of course our choir and band. To an award-winning journalism program and PVTV segments, to Valley Cup champions. You were able to accomplish things that previous classes could not have done under the circumstances. Instead of throwing your hands up, you were able to show your capabilities. Some of you may have realized that I did not mention the boys soccer team. I am lucky enough to call myself coach to these young men. To all my senior boys, we learned together that your limited age does not dictate how you can act, but rather your words and actions, no matter your age, are powerful. The boys were a great example of what you hope to see as a teacher. And at one of the award ceremonies, I was listening to a coach talk about how he measures the success of his team. And he said it takes him 15 years. 15 years for the boys to come back and see what they accomplished and how they turned out. I couldn't wrap my head around this concept. I look out into this crowd of seniors, and I see a Max Van Geisen setting his sights on becoming a doctor. I've seen how determined Jessica Goat is when she sets a goal and accomplishes it. Unlike Saul, continuing his business, and in an emergency, I hope to see him and Scott Voorhees show up. And Isabel Matthews becoming a physician assistant. If my car breaks down, I know that Aiden Peterson could fix it and would lend a helping hand. I know that if Caitlin Ellsmore comes back looking for a history position, we'd be lucky to have her. It may take 15 years for the others to see what your potential is, but you have shown us from your first days at PV. Now, what advice do I have as you start the next part of your life? When I first started teaching here, Ken Sarajan told me to get involved. The more you're able to put yourself out there, the more experiences and people you'll be able to obtain. For those of you going to college next year, keep your door open. You'd be surprised by how many people you'll be able to connect with. Whatever you do, remember, not everything goes to plan, and sometimes you'll need to rebuild. That's okay. Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." By knowing what you don't want puts you one step closer to what you do. Wherever you land, give it your best effort. That way inside you, you know you have nothing else to give. If you've been with me on back to school night or soccer meeting, you know that I try to live by the adage that Karen Kosh used to say, treat them like they're one of your own. And trust me, sometimes they have their moments and it's easier said than done. If you were my son or daughter, I tell you this, every day is a good day. It might not seem like it, but keep moving forward. It is true that you're going on to other experiences, but I have two requests of the graduating class. The first one is simple. You didn't get here by yourself, so don't forget to call home. And two, try to add to this world in a positive way. Someone once said, the effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. The little things go a long way. Don't forget, PV helped shape who you are, and in turn, you help shape this place. The Valley will always be here and excited to see what the future has in store for you. With that said, thank you to the class of 2022. It's been my honor, and I wish you all the best.
Members of the Board of Education, parents, faculty, family, and friends, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to certify that the students seated before us this evening, members of the class of 2022, have met all the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Pascack Valley Regional Board of Education and by the New Jersey State Department of Education. I proudly present to you the Pascack Valley High School Class of 2022.
Salome Roland Atlin. Margaret F. Barden. Shanna Brielle Bloom. Sarah Muluka. Grace Noel Castellano. Sharanya Devarakonda. Stephen John Ginsley. Diana Hassan. Jubi Hyun. Audrey N. Coe. Abigail Cecilia Lang. Faith Ann Machione. Callie Rose Muska. Lucas James Titla. Laura Bella Abundante. Peter Joseph Aguilar. Justin Carmine Amato. Samuel Christopher Angelo. Christopher Antonopoulos. Sam Victor Assisi. Natalia L. Atahanian. Annika S. Augustinson. Matthew Edward Austin. Robert Michael Axe. Molly Ray Backrack. Jamie Lynn Grace Bade. Joseph Rocco Batista. Matthew Douglas Bell. Emma M. Belva. Austin Ludovico Bett. Alexander O. Betancourt. Red Byer. Nicholas Stavros Bananos. Kira Louise Bowen. Michael Andrew Boyko. Danielle Braun. Nicole Paige Buckley. Faith Allen, Marion Bugis. Jason Anthony Cacavella. Shannon Nicole Callahan. Michael Louis Caminici. Daniela Dulce Cancio. Alex Joseph Canillo. Benjamin Harris Carter. Ellis G. Carter. Sophia Elise Catalano. Julia Grace Kiola. Helen Soyoung Choi. Isaac J. Chung. Nathan J. Chung. Matthew Anthony Clark. Giovanni Michael Cahalan. Shannon Brielle Connolly. Aiden Patrick Costello. Evan Patrick Cotton. Dylan Paul Criscolo. Victoria Isabella Satay.
Isabella Ann Kirkorado. Brendan James Curtin. Mark James Daniels Jr. Mackenzie Marie Dargan. Alexandra Morgan DeFelice. Emma N. Diedrich. Stephen Berg Demboski. Michael DeSimony. John Francis Devaney. Francesca Marie DiStefano. Isabella Nicole DeBerry. Noelle Teresa DeFeo. Sarah Noelle Donnell. Hunter Robert Donnie. Aylin Rose Duty. Julie L. Dries. Zaina Dukaj. Katya Devoinos. Hannah Marty Elbogen. Samuel M. Elray. Kaylin Nell Ellsmore. Emma Marie Epiphanu. Daniel David Error. Brianna M. Espindola. Kayla Lynn Esposito. Johanna Marie Evans. Liam Harrison Evans. Logan Martin Fernandez.
Brianna Sergeyeva Vilkova. Jack Fiorelli. Nathan David Fishkelta. Connor Charles Flynn. Edward Foley. Isabel Grace Forciolati. Petra Fatopoulos. Carissa Freeman. Ryan Joseph Wren. Morgan Elizabeth Bronzalia. Isabella Mia Funicelli. Jose Miguel Garcia Jr. Cameron Cavani. Isabella Alina Rose Genestra. Catherine Ruth Giordano. Leah Ashley Glasser. Ella Hope Glastein. Zero Goldblatt. James Robert Lewis Brazera. Nicolette Alexandra Greco. Joaquin Grijalva. Caleb Antoine Gross. Sophie Katrin Gullion. Ava Rose Gutierrez. Aiden Haller. Danielle D. Handley. Zachary Daniel Handley. Ashley Eva Hanna.
Gabriel Zero Herrera. Bridget Elizabeth Hershkowitz. Kaylee Erin Higgins. Sabrina Farah Hirsch. Luca John Honovic. Dylan Charles Hutchinson. Aloise Elizabeth Heinenkamp. Sean Kenneth Jackson. Haley Sabrina Jacobson. Nicholas Harajan Janney. Elizabeth Lee Jensick. Lauren Nicole Kalfis. Holly Taylor Kaplan. Maya Bell Carangis. Isabel Kim. John D. Kim. Ryan W. Kim. Angelina Serena King. Angela G. Class. Donald Patrick Lafferty III. Thomas Justin Lally. Joseph Michael Lamparillo. Christopher Charles Lansky. Evan Christopher Liley. Paige Rose Levine. Andrew Ronaldo Yaros. Victoria Rose Lieberman. Aurora Rose Labello. Thomas Anthony Ledestro.
Benjamin P. Lozier. Mary Alexandra Lewis. Brianna N. Lugardo. Mark B. Malou. Nicholas Peter Marchese. Olivia Grace Markel. Angelina Dolce Markovsky. Axel Thorne Marshall. Noah Lee Martin. Catherine Martinez. Jake Tyler Marusik. Ava Marie Massaro. Isabella Sanchez Matthews. Jillian Nora McGonigal. Connor Lawrence McKenna. Eliana Marie Medin. Nicholas Philip Messina. Haley Nicole Migdal. Joseph Lewis Menudo. Bashar Adel Mosen. Isabella Therese Monty. Gabriella Elise Montopoli. Connor Ryan Moon. Javon Kadeem Moore Timmons. Aiden Moran. Olivia Rose Moreno. Rebecca Abigail Moriello. Andrew S. Morris. Gianna Jordan Moscatello. Kara Ann Moss. Juliana Grace Mullaney. Victoria Murno. Carla Paola Navas. Ryan J. Nasita. Brendan R. Noon. Benjamin Matthew Noyes. Kelly Morgan O'Brien. Kiara Elizabeth O'Connor. Harris Nicole O'Connor. Annabelle Tate O'Donnell. Colin Gerard O'Neill. Grace Eleanor Olson. Julene Catherine Omar. Nicholas Scott Ostrowski. Hal Nicholas Automanelli. Tara Melissa Pompliega. Evan Robert Hornther. Kaya Lynn Hornther. Joseph Lawrence Perotti. Sophia Marie Paz. Ariana Charlize Perez. Aiden Barry Peterson. Jacqueline Ponce Perez. Dylan A. Prophet. Mia Isabel Puccio. Andrew Perinos. Alexandra Sophia Cavedo.
Peter D. Casado. William Scott Quinn. Marissa Laura Brack. Eden G. Ramirez. Jasmine Ramirez Ramos. Jessica Jan Ricco. Maximus Blaze Richards. Brando Jesse Rivera. Gabriella Lauren Rubin. Benjamin Scott Rubenstein. Anna Christina Sack. JD J. Salazar. Camila Andrea Sanchez. Gabrielle A. Sant. Jillian Rosemary Sant. Nicholas V. Santorelli. Charles Michael Saul. Michael Elliott Saul. Danielle Rose Salme. Nicholas Robert Sabriego. Abigail Rose Shear. Alex Ross Schlesinger. Jack Casey Schneider. Kayla Rochelle Severian. Tatiana Maria Francesca Segura. Ethan Scott Shaw. Megan Ann Sheehan. Connor Walker Shirey.
Ethan Joseph Silcher. Madison Marie Silcher. Emma Nicole Serkin. Preston So. Omar Sonera Jr. Alexandra Lee Spadafino. Gabriel Stanescu. Addison Nova Steinley. Alan Benjamin Stepanov. Gavin Brian Stewart. James Patrick Supple. Antonio Tarabacchia III. Tyler James Tarabacchia. Holden Patrick Tarna. Haley Lauren Tedesco. Colby May Tesserario. Abigail Helen Yule. Juliana Olivia Urban. Max Jacob Van Geisen. Elvis Vargas Perez. Juliana Rose Vassallo.
Melissa Marie Vasquez. Dara Mary Vignola. Luke Patrick Visco. Scott Russell Voorhees. Catherine Hope Wong. Emma Britt Wegner. Avi Samuel Weiss. Amelia Ellen Welter. Sarah Grace Wendland. Daniel Robert Wilkins. Jonah Max Willivett. Reagan Heather Witt. Daniel Velocian. Kira Florence Wood. Kristen Grace Wimes. Lance Anthony Zakaria. Elizabeth London Kennedy. Sabrina Ashley Ruiz. Carly Danielle Hayden. Drew Joseph Tashia. Leilani A. Arujo. Ava Jane Battinelli. Jolie Alyssa Bella. Kelly M. Glassberg. Luca Salvatore Porcella. Sydney Kate Herman. Caitlin Scicchetti. Sophia Hannah Starr. Luke Anthony Stefan. Erin Marie Bowler.
Anthony Peroni Jr.
Good evening. Before I provide my closing comments, I'd like to recognize and congratulate Emily Burns and Maya Claren, who are watching tonight's ceremony from their homes. I want to start by saying how happy and nervous I am to be up here looking at my classmates. When the office emailed me and said Mr. Puccio wanted to speak with me, I asked myself, what did I do this time? And then I thought, wait a minute, I'm the vice president, he's the principal, maybe he needs some help with his job. Nah, I'm just kidding. But when he told me I'd speak at graduation, I was speechless. And if you know me, you know I always have something to say. When we came into the school year, there were a lot of uncertainties. It was great to be back in school, but we still had to wear masks, our desks were 6 feet apart, and there was always the fear of getting shut down again. Even though we had these obstacles, we all had the same goal. We wanted to make the most out of our senior year as possible. And looking back, I believe we did. All the sporting events, Valley Cups, the prom, fashion show, field trips, and so many other opportunities, I think it's safe to say we achieved our goal. I believe this year taught us how to live in the present and cherish the time we had as Pascack Valley students. But with that being said, remember to not let the memories of your past limit the potential of your future. There are no limits to what you can achieve on your journey through life. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. I ask the class of 2022 to stand together for one final time. Please join me in moving your tassels from right to left as we begin our new journey as PV alumni.